Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Michaela and I make adult coloring videos here on this channel, and today I am doing part 3 of all of my completed coloring pages. I can't believe we're already on part 3. How was there only one part after this? But make sure to subscribe down below if you're enjoying this series. And if you want to see the last part of the series, which is all of my nicer coloring books that are not hardcover, you definitely won't want to miss that. That's a good one. But today we are actually going through all of my color by number books, and I have quite a few. Majority of them are Color Questopia, but I have a number from Kira Shershniva, I have a couple Sachin Sachdeva, George Tuvexis, Some Like Drawing, things like that. So I think that's it for this intro, and let's just get right into the first book. Okay, so book number 1, we have my Kira Shershniva little collection. This is Stained Glass Mandala Color by Colors. I'm also doing my Color by Color books in this little grouping just because why not? But this is Stained Glass Mandala, and this is actually the book I am trying to complete this year. So I'm just going to kind of do a fairly quick flip of all of the pages I've done in the books. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. I don't think I did. Just because I have so many in some of these that it just doesn't really make sense for me to ponder. Is ponder the right word? I don't think ponder is the right word. Like stop on any one page for super long. But I think I've completed 11 pages out of this book. I think. I hope you guys can see this okay. This is honestly like my favorite book by her. I love it. It's beautiful. And I am trying to complete it this year, like I said. And I've already gotten like pretty big dent in it, so we're doing pretty good. And also my apologies. I feel like I'm always apologizing in these videos specifically. My dog is downstairs barking, and he wants to be chased. Does anyone else have dogs that like being chased by humans? Let me know, because Zeus is a weird one. But yeah, I feel like I'm going through this still very slow. My apologies, but I still want to give you guys a good look at each page that I've done. And I've also done the color test page. Next up, we have Kira's newest book, and this is Tender Mandalas, Color by Colors, and I know for a fact I've only done the first page in here, and this is the page I've completed. I also forgot to mention that in these books, the Kira books, I either use my Ohuhu 160 set of markers, alcohol markers, or my CaliArt 100 set of markers. This one was Ohuhu, I do remember that, but this is a great companion book to the other coloring book I just showed you. So the last Color by Color series I have is the Puzzle Animals, and I have done a few in here. Let's see if I can find them. I've done the horse, and this one's also really fun. If you're into like animals and finding kind of like interesting little objects inside of the color by number, I think you'd really like this. Done this. I really hope this video is still interesting to you guys. I know color by number isn't as interesting to watch finished pages of. Or maybe they are to you. I'm not really sure. Let me know. I know I personally prefer to watch people show non-color by number pages complete, but I know everybody is different, and I don't like hate watching color by number completes. But I did this page. I've actually done quite a few in here. I didn't think I've done so many. I got this book, I think, kind of right when it came out. I remember Kira did send me this book for review. And then I also did the color test page. And that is it for my Color by Color series. Next we have Flowers, Stained Glass, Color by Number by Kira Shershniva. And I believe I've just been doing this book in order, so I'm just trying to find what my last page was. And it actually was one I completed this month, so a small sneak peek into my monthly completed pages. not my favorite, but I mean, it still was relaxing, so, and I think that's all that matters. Really like that one. Very cute. And again, I tend to go back and forth between the Ohuhus and the Cali art. And in some of these books, I actually do use Sharpies. But so yeah, like I said, I've just been going in order in this book. At one point, I was like, I'm going to finish this year. That's probably not going to happen at this point, but I do want to finish this book eventually. It's just so pretty. And you just get really a nice variety of flowers in it, so. And I'm actually going to try to link down below all of the books I mentioned in today's video. Could be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to try. I did for my hardcover version. I did actually link everything, which was surprising to me. The first video I said I would and I never did because that was just a lot. So it could be the same deal with this one, but we'll see. So next up we have Cakes and Candies, Color by Number by Sachin Sachdeva, and this was actually a birthday gift from the lovely Lauren. Lauren loves color here on YouTube, and I have done, I believe, 2 or 3 pages in here. This is one of them. Like I said, I hope you guys can see this okay, and it looks like you can, so that's good. So on this page, I just used Sharpies. I think in this book in specific, I've just been using Sharpies. And then I know I've done 1 or 2 more. I did this one. I want to say this one was a buddy color with Lauren. At this point, everything's mixing together, and I feel like finding buddy colors and color by numbers tend to be harder than in normal books, so I did that one, and yeah, that was it for that book. Next up, we have 50 Diamond Mandalas by Sachin Sachdeva, and this was kindly sent to me by him for review. I know I haven't done any in the back. If anything, it's all in the front. Okay. So we got 1 mandala, and in this book I really just was using my Ohuhu markers. So I did not use anything crazy in this book. I have seen some people do some beautiful artwork with it though. As you guys can tell, this green was dying, so that's fun. Well, not all of it, because they're 2 different shades. Actually, they both were kind of dying, but that's okay. It happens. And that is it for that book. Okay, so we got 2 pretty hefty books next. I finished a lot in both of these. This is Zen Doodle, Sea Life, Underwater Worlds to Color and Display by Jeanette Wummel. I think I got this on Book Outlet a 1.5, 2 years ago. So we're just gonna attempt to find all my finishes. A lot of these I did use Crayola Super Tips because this was one of my very first coloring books. So, that being said, I think the Crayola Super Tips work really well on this paper, besides the fact that it's streaky, but they're just color by number, so not a huge deal. And you guys are getting a nice small flip through also of each book. I feel like a lot of these finishes are more toward the beginning. I did this mermaid page. I did her tail all in glitter. She's cute. She's cute. I think I also did her shell bra in glitter also. It looks like it. It's hard to tell on camera, I think, but I did this little guy. These books really are fun, but alcohol markers are weird on this paper. Like, very odd on this paper. And I don't really want to use my Crayola Super Tips in here anymore. I don't know. I'm weird about it. I'm not really sure. Again, a turtle, but all in glitter. Mostly in glitter. A lot of it's in glitter, if not majority of the turtle. I feel like nowadays I just don't have patience for that. This one is so fun with the purple background. Let's see, I know I've done a couple more. Okay, I think, no, this is not the last one. This is one I did with alcohol markers. I don't know if you guys can really even tell. It like sucked up the marker on the paper. Very bizarre. Like, It's still kind of, well, it doesn't look streaky per se, but it doesn't look even. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I probably have a better example of that in the next book. Okay, and then the next one I have is another Zen doodle. This is Spring Awakening by Deborah Muller. I've done, I want to say, even more in this one, but again, I could be wrong. Let's just flip right through. Did a dragonfly. I'm cool with coloring dragonflies, but actual dragonflies are scary. Fun fact, yesterday I was driving with my dad and a dragonfly flew into our car. So, yeah, it reminds me why I never open windows in my car, because bugs, and I hate bugs, so. Really a fun time over here. I remember this one was a buddy color, but I don't exactly remember who it was with. But again, with the alcohol markers on this page, kind of sucked it up a little weird. The background's kind of streaky. I mean, it's okay. Again, could be worse, and I know some of these markers were dying, so like, it's not really the paper's fault for all of it, but for some of it. This is Jimothy. He's my best friend. If you guys have seen this book before on my channel, I've mentioned him before. He has a name. It's Jimothy. We love Jimothy. Oh boy. There were some there. There's one. I feel like I should be flipping through these a lot faster than I am. I've got so many color by number books to go through. I love color by number. If you guys watched my last video, I did a color and chat, and I mentioned how I recently bought the French Disney color by number. I bought a few of those, and those should be getting here to me this week, and I'm so excited. Like, so excited about it. I'm very excited. I always see Danielle color in them, and her work is always gorgeous. I've seen Cassie, Potato Princess, color in them, and she also does a fantastic job. I'm just like so excited. Oh, this was a buddy color with Lauren. But yeah, again, it just kind of sucks up the marker weird, but not to say I never use them again in here, but I don't know. Oh, and I have more. This is never ending. This book is also very thick. There's a lot of pages in these color by numbers. And honestly, I found them on Book Outlet, and I don't recommend necessarily buying them on Amazon. I would more or less recommend ordering them on Book Outlet if they're ever on a sale there. Okay, so next we are moving into Creative Haven color by numbers. I don't even know if I really talk about this book at all on my channel, because I haven't colored in it in years, but I'm going to show you guys some finishes anyways, because I've done a decent chunk in here. This is Floral Design color by number. Who is this even by? Oh, Jessica Mazurkowitz. So let's just like find the flowers. Again, majority of this would have had to have been Crayola Super Tips, because this was when I had an apartment in my college town, and this was like one of the only books I had, so I colored it in a lot. At one point I really did think I would finish it, which to be honest was not a bad thought because I was coloring in it all the time. But would I color in it now? I mean, maybe. It's not my favorite, but it's like not the worst. They're like pretty large print color by number, so if you're into that, you might like that. Or you might like this book if you're into that. Really love the colors on that. Blue and purple and green go so well together. Well, I guess this is a whip. I don't even know when I started that. So like it's pretty large print, but like that's actually a fairly detailed page, and I think that's why I stopped coloring that page. Oh, this is when I used to use colored pencil. I actually own a set of colored pencils now. I don't know what I even used on this. It was probably just Crayola colored pencils. Oh, we got another whip. A whip and colored pencil. This whip will never get complete. I would bet on that. I don't have patience for coloring like full pages in colored pencil. I don't know. I clearly had a lot of patience with this. Marker truly is just way easier to color in, honestly. But I do know there's a lot of beautiful artwork of people just using colored pencil, and it's so gorgeous. But yeah, I feel like nowadays I just don't have patience. I'm a working gal, guys. I go to work and then I gotta come home and I gotta color, but I don't want to be sitting there for hours just trying to finish one page. That was Michaela's rant of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe down below if you enjoyed Michaela's rant. So yeah, like I said, I've done so many in here. And I really should be going through it much faster. But did I really just start from the beginning of this book, maybe? Because every page up to this point has been done. I think this is actually the last one. So like I said, that was hectic. But I've done a decent chunk in this book. Next up, we have my 2 George Tufexis color by numbers, and his color by numbers are so fun, but they're super detailed. This is Christmas color by number, and I have done this page, and I'll actually turn it around for you guys. It's just a snow globe with ornaments and stuff around it. Very excited for Christmas time to come along again, so maybe I'll color in it again. It's just super fun, and I use my Crayola Super Tips in these books just because the spaces are pretty small. It just is easier than alcohol markers, even though it's single-sided. These books are so detailed. I did the little doggy page. Another thing I will say with these books, though, is that sometimes spaces won't have numbers, and you kind of just have to guess, which is kind of annoying, but what can you do? I did the Nutcracker. No, that's not the Nutcracker. It's a little drummer boy. Can you guys tell I'm Jewish? I really confidently said the Nutcracker also, man. Okay, moving right along. I've also done this. I've done more in here than I thought. Little Santa waving goodbye or hello or whatever he's doing. And yeah, that is it for that book. Last up, we have Cats, color by number, by George Tufexis, and I actually do think I've been going in this book in order, so I'm not even gonna flip through the beginning, or through the end. Okay, let's start here. This is just an easy book, in my opinion, to go in order in, just because there's nothing super significant about each page that would make me want to color it versus like another page. So again, Crayola Super Tips and Statler markers are just the way to go in here, in my opinion. I'll flip this one. And these pages really do come together really nicely. I really enjoy kind of seeing it all come to life. Then got this page. See, I think I've done 5 in here. He needs to come out with a dog's version. George, if you're watching this video, which I don't know why you would be, come out with a dog version of this book. And that is it for Cats. So moving into my next stack of books, we're gonna go through a bunch of Color Questopia books, and then we're going into Sun Life Drawing. Let's start out with Color Questopia in their older days. And by older days, I mean a year ago, but they really have grown as a company, and I absolutely love their books. This is Creative Movie Posters, color by number, white background. This is when I used to get the white background version of books, and I believe I've only done 1 in here. And I did the first page, the Matrix page. I really need to pull some of these white background books out again because super fun. Another thing I've been thinking about doing, which shout out to Lauren because this was all her idea, but I kind of want to rank all my Color Questopia books because I have so darn many of them, and rank some other artists I have that I have a lot of their books. Let me know if you guys would want to see that down below because I kind of feel like that would be really fun to do. But did the Matrix. Next up we have Witch Fantasy, and again I know for a fact I've only done like 1. This one I, like, in theory, like, if black background was a thing at this point when this book came out, I should have gotten it, because the, like, line work in this book is insanity. Like, I'll just show you guys a blank. Look at the line work. No one has time for that. At least I don't have time for that. Which is why I haven't worked in this book since. Gorgeous page though, regardless. Just wish the line work wasn't so tedious, but there might be a black background version of this out now. I'm not really sure. But that is that book. Then we have one of my favorite white background books by them, and that is Halloween Horror. Let's see. I don't think I've done any in the back. I've done a few of the books, a few of the, like, what's it called? Like, sample pages. Not all of them, which is why I keep checking the back, because I've done it in some. But this is definitely probably my favorite white background book I own by them. Because I love the Halloween time. You bet your booty I'm going to pick this book back up in September and October because, like, hello? Can you really go wrong with this? You cannot. You cannot go wrong with this. I love the fact that, like, even before the black background came out, like, I was just filling in the lines with black Sharpie anyways. Next up, we have a gnome, and let's see. Okay, see, this is one of the books I did do a sample page in, and this is from Country Farm Scenes, and I've actually done another one too. I do the sample pages if I don't own the books. If I own the books, I don't see a point in doing the sample pages. It will only bother me slightly if I ever decide to finish one of these books that some of the sample pages aren't done. And then I also did this, and I think this is Hummingbird, color by number. Yeah, beautiful hummingbirds. So I did this page, super gorgeous, and the line work is a lot less tedious. Okay, let's find my actual color by number completed. Here we go. We have the gnome sitting. I remember when I first got this book, I showed my mom and she went, "That is creepy." Like, I hate gnomes, and I'm like, oh, gnomes are cute. You can't hate on the gnome. But you can. You can hate on the gnome, I guess. If you don't like gnomes, you don't like gnomes. Admittedly, they are kind of creepy, but in a cute way. So I believe this is my last white background book, and every other Color Questopia book I show you forward is black background. This is You Are Loved. Yeah, I only did, like, the first page in here, I think. I did this page for my hashtag florals in February, hashtag back, God, well, it had been February, but that feels like so long ago. Does that feel like super long ago to anybody else? I mean, that was significantly a long time ago, but I did that page. Next up, we have inspirational quotes, color by number. Unsure if I've done a bonus page in here. Kind of don't think I did. No. Okay. I think this is the only page I've done in here. And every book from this point forward, I believe, is black background. It says, fall 7 times, stand up 8. Very inspirational. I think that's all I've done. This book kind of makes me laugh because, like, it reminds me of work a little bit because there's, like, inside jokes about like, inspirational quotes at work. So this book kind of makes me laugh because of that. Next up, we have Sugar Skulls, and again, have I done a bonus page? No, I don't think I have, and I think I've done this book in order. Okay. So we have this Sugar Skull. These are really fun. These are just really relaxing. I mean, they're just very relaxing to do. The one thing I will say about black background is that if you have to do black, you might not want to actually pick black. Or maybe go with a glitter gel pen. Just because otherwise you won't really be able to see it. Also, I made a bunch of dots. I don't know if you guys can really even see that. But that is it for Sugar Skulls. Next up, we have Horror, A Nightmare Creature, black background, another one of my absolute favorites by them. Again, I'm just a big fan of, like, apparently like the Halloween kind of stuff. So I've done a few in here. And they're all very creepy. One thing I wish that was a little bit different in these books is I wish the background was a little more like double toned, not just like straight up 17 number blue, but I mean, it works. I mean, I could have changed it up too and I didn't, so. So I've done a few in here and I definitely plan on pulling this back out this Halloween season, scary, spooky, skeleton season. I'm like just waiting to end up back on spooky TikTok. Anyone else? Is that just me? I don't know. That is Horror and Nightmare Creature. Next up we have Mandala, and again I just gotta double check the back because one of these days I'm gonna do one of these pages. Okay. I've only done a couple in here and one of them was done this month. I did this page and a lot of my markers were dying on me. That's okay though. This is also the set of Ohuhu markers that yellowed on me. But yeah, I did that page. And then I've done this page when my markers were a little more juicy. I like this book. Not my first choice of mandala books, but it's cute regardless. Okay, and then we have Autumn, black background, and again, I actually think this is one of them I've done yep. I did this sample page from the space coloring book. I actually really want this book because I think this is so fun. I really like these space kind of pictures. So I did that, and then I have done some in the actual book. Done this one, and this is one of their books where, if you guys couldn't tell, it has like a 50 color palette where they decided to list every single color even if you didn't need it. It's the one disappointing thing about this book, but they have changed it since, so I'm not gonna hold it against them because that would be silly. Yeah, I did this girl. Okay, so we're finally moving into my last little small stack of books. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the video so far, but next up we have Interior Design, Color by Number by Color Questopia. I do not think I've done any of these. The newer we get, I mean, the less of the sample pages I've done. Not like I've done many to begin with, but I've done this page. I really can't tell if I'm in frame. I feel like I should be standing up throughout this video. I might stand up for the rest of the video because I'm getting tired of sitting. Does anyone else just like sit at work all day and then not really want to sit when you get home? Because same. Next we have Summer, black background, and I've done a few and a couple in here. I did one a couple nights ago actually. I did this one a couple nights ago. Not gonna lie, the girls are like a little bit creepy, but this was fun to do. And then I've also done that page. I'm trying to work in this book a little bit this month just because it's getting close to the end of summer, but I could work on it all year round, but might as well like get a few more pages done out of it before summer ends. Next up we have Tattoo, and this book is basically just like a bunch of like items, which is really fun. I've done a couple. I did this page last month. And then I did this page. And there actually is one more in here too that I've done. I definitely just skipped it. Didn't I do it this month? Oh no, I did not do another page in here. That's from large print. I was wrong, but that is Tattoo. Okay, so now we have large print. I actually got this month, and I have like, how many tabs? 3 in here? I have done a decent amount in here. Let's try to find them. This book is so fun. Again, it's kind of just like random items, but they're super duper fun. I did this butterfly page. Took me like 20 minutes, which I love that. Efficient, easy, effective. I actually did this fruit bowl. I did that one as well. There's a lot of food in this book, surprisingly. So if you're into food, you might like this book. And then I did one more, and it was a buddy color. It was this page. I just did this page a few nights ago with the lovely Meg from Meg's Art Atrium. So we did this food page, and it made me hungry. So after I finished coloring it, I grabbed a snack. But that is large print. We're finally to the end of my Color Questopia books. Let me just say that was a journey, but this is Dazzling Patterns. And let's see what I've done. I've done this crazy page filled with a bunch of just like pattern, duh, it's a pattern book, but it didn't really take me that long. Very deceiving. I've done this. These patterns are actually very relaxing. I very much so enjoy them. And then I've done this one. Again, just something really easy to like do mindlessly while you like watch TV or something. I know I've been coloring in these while like watching Grey's Anatomy and like YouTube videos and things like that. Just super easy to do that. Next up we have Mermaids, Stained Glass Color by Number by Sun Life Drawing. This was a gift from the wonderful Emily, Color Me Impressed here on YouTube. I'm actually working on a page right now, so I'll show you guys that, but let's find the pages I've done too. Okay. Done this one, and actually, I think I did this one in all Sharpies. It's possible I did them in all Sharpies. Okay, the next page is my whip. We're getting somewhere. We're almost done with it. I just got a little lazy last night and wanted to go to sleep. But I'll probably finish this tonight. I see no reason why I wouldn't. So I did that page. Done this. And I've also done this. So I've done a few in here. Definitely one of my favorites. It's a good one. Next up, we have Animal Quest Baby, Color by Number by Sun Life Drawing, and I know I've only done one in here. I don't know why I'm flipping it. I really thought the horse was the other way, but I did the horse, and it's actually very easy to tell from the height of the camera that this is a horse. At first, I looked at it and kind of went, what the heck, but really easy to tell. These are so fun. I should do more of them. But I did that page. Okay, we are on the second to last coloring book. We are getting there. This is Flower Animals, Color by Number by Sun Life Drawing, and I think I just went in this book in order, so we're just gonna find the last one I did and just kind of do a quick flip, since I don't really need to go into great detail about each of these pages. This book alternates black and white background every other page. I personally prefer the black because I can be a little more messy with it. I really don't hear that many people talking about like this book, so I like it. It's fun. I just don't hear people talking about it very often. I feel like Sun Life Drawing has more popular books than this. But yeah, I've done a decent amount in here. We are officially to the last book. I can't believe we made it this far. This is World of Mice, Stained Glass Color by Number, and this is a book I've done a decent amount in also. Let's just, like, start. So I'm just gonna flip this way. I did this page over Christmas time last year, I think. I was going in order, then I kind of stopped when I wanted to do some holiday pages. Again, I don't really need a ponder. Ponder is not the right word, but I keep using it. I don't really need to, like, sit on a page for a long time because they're kind of a lot. So just a little quick flip will do for now. And now we are moving into the, what is this, vertical pages. And I actually have completed all the vertical pages in this book, so. So yeah, this book was one also that I was anticipating finishing in 2021. I guess it still could happen. But I've kind of switched gears on which books I wanted to complete versus not this year. I mean, I really have done a good job in here in terms of completing a lot of pages. These really don't take that long to do, and they turn out beautiful. Majority of this book was Ohuhu markers. So I tended to run through some colors really fast, like the orange. I used up pretty quickly because I consistently used the same orange, but some of the colors I really tried to switch up, like which greens I was using, which blues I was using, things like that, just so they wouldn't die out so fast. I know some people like to have a strict, like, set of markers. I don't know why this was necessary, but a strict set of markers for these kind of books, and like that, but not for me. I don't really care. It could be different. But yeah, that is it for all of my completed color by number pages. This video was only an hour long. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys!